day, everybody. It is Calxiyn here with Arcane Episode 9 reaction and review, and we're just going to get into it because we can theorize in the opening part. 3, 2, 1, press and play. There we go. I'm sure the opening will happen either right away or, I don't know, maybe there's a scene before, kind of like usual, but I did theorize in my Episode 8 ending section anyway, and so if you saw that, you would know some of my theories. Hello? Okay. So we're picking up where we left off with them raiding the factory, I guess, with the child workers. Is Jace maybe going to be like, I'm out? Because that I didn't expect. Like, I didn't expect for them to work together, but maybe their working together is not going to be as long as I thought either. You know? Oh my god! Oh, I'm like, chills. You can't beat her, bestie! I don't know if you realize that, but like, I don't think so. These guys don't even know what to do! Shit! See, this is why I said, other than Silco dying, I have absolutely no theories or anything, because every time I'm surprised, every time I think I got something, I only got half of it right, or just like a piece of it or something, and then like the show totally changes up on me, because I never predicted that they would work together, but I also didn't think that they'd break up this quickly either. You know what I mean? That they'd stop working together so fast. So, my gosh, I don't know anymore. Oh god. Yeah, it's very interesting that I feel like people don't see Vi the same way I do. I don't think that she's a bad person, and I think a couple people have misinterpreted me a few times, but she's definitely not, like, the hero that I think some people are making her out to be either. She's, I don't know, like the one dead kid, like how can you look at that and think that Vi is not at least, like, morally compromised, like a little morally compromised? And I think that her revenge on Silco overtakes any other priority, right? So, yeah, I don't know. It's just weird, because I see people talk about Vi online, I guess, even, like, not understand it before when I didn't really understand the context of the show, right? And, like, I don't know, like, I don't know how you can look at Vi and not see her as, like, mildly antagonistic. Like, not that she's the antagonist, because obviously the story, you know, oh, the difference between an antagonist and a villain, blah, 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 but, like, you guys probably understand what I mean, right? Like, she's... I love that, though. That's a great line from Silco. Oh! Wait! Isn't that one of the people from the... But why, as, like, one of the people in the circle was your son working? Like, why was your son working in there? Wasn't that one of, like, the people in the... Yeah, like this guy, right? Like, that's, to me, crazy that the people personally within Silco's circle, like, their kids are actually working in these places. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. I'm assuming he can't, like, he can't go back, you know, unless he writes a fake letter saying I'm leaving or something. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! See, like, he didn't know that she, loved him until it was too late. But if she's a part of him, can't he use that to try to do better? Uh-oh. Oh, no! I don't think it's gonna like that! Oh, no! Oh, that's not good. Oh, dear. I mean, I guess it's like, it reminds me of Venom a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, this idea that it's, or like the thing from The Last of Us that like goes inside of the ants and then controls them. Like that thing, whatever that, it's a part, oh my god. I love how this guy, he seems more offended about his outfit. That's hilarious. Oh my god. That guard seemed like mildly entertained by this, by the way. But I kind of wonder if, like, the war with Piltover in the Undercity is, like, one thing, but then whatever's going on with Victor's, like, symbiote thing, like, that's gonna be, like, the bigger conflict. I don't know. Like, the alien thing that they created. Oh, dear. Oh. I kind of like that. Like, it's not that she ever thought that Mel was weak. It's that she couldn't stand to see Mel be disappointed in her. That's really compelling. I like that. She looks so young in this moment, too. Oh my god, there's already so much happening, and I have so many feelings about everything. Like she reverted back into her child self. Oh. Damn, that's literally, like, I can't. And he's still sick. Oh. Victor, you can't! Oh my god. It's just like what happened with, am I interrupting your suicide attempt, Victor? Oh my god. Ugh. Oh, they must be talking about at school. Oh dear. But yeah, it's just like But what's weird is that, like, so Victor picked up on what Jace was going through, but Jace is not picking up on what Victor is going through. Yeah, he's still sick anyway. Oh. Ah. That's such a good line! What the fuck? Oh, God. Oh, yeah, didn't Jinx kidnap Caitlyn? I forgot. That might be important for later. Right, I'm assuming Vi is going to go save Caitlyn in this episode. Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to mention this too much, but I don't like this guy's acting very much. It's a little distracting. I mentioned that before. No! They're gonna... I can't believe it! What if it's not even Vi who gets to kill this man? It's gonna be Savika! There's a coup going on! Oh, no. That's crazy! No way! Oh! Oh, she got him! Oh, that's so good. That's what I mean! Like, I would have never thought that she... Like... Oh my god! Like that she... Like, it was a double, triple agent situation! Well, I guess I don't need to complain about that guy's acting choices anymore because he's dead. But anyway, I guess it's fine. It just felt like that the voice wasn't coming out of his mouth. Does that make sense? Like with Silco, I can believe that the voice is coming out of the character, but there was something about the dubbing, like, with the guy's voice in the model that was uncanny for some reason. I don't know. But we don't need to worry about it now. That was crazy. I had no... I mean, I guess it makes sense, though, but I was always... That's why I was like, why would Savika just suddenly turn against him? That makes a lot more sense, that it wasn't sudden. Oh my god, he's just walking around up here. What the fuck? What the fuck is this episode? Oh wait, but Jace invited him. It was his seal. Well... Okay, so they are negotiating. Well, this is what Mel wanted, right? It's just not what Vi wanted. That's what I was saying, that they should just get sovereignty, that they should just annex themselves. That's what I was thinking last episode. know. I don't know, Jace. I don't know if you should say this. Oh my god. That's not happening. Ah. No, this is gonna be crazy because it's gonna be like, does Silco actually love Jinx or not? Right? Because I thought all this time that in his screwed up way he does genuinely love her. But if he's ready to just let her go, like without a second thought, that'll change everything. Like that'll change every interaction that they've had throughout the entire show for me. If he's just like, oh, well, it's the price. You're not my real daughter anyway. Oh my god. This is the episode that, like, makes you go rewatch from the beginning. You know what I mean? And I guess you could argue most finales are like that, but I don't think that they are. I think that the finale of this show, to me, makes me more engaged in the other episodes I've seen already. Oh, good lord. Oh, poor Echo. Also, yes, you guys explained to me Echo does not have his powers from the game yet. Unfortunately, I was confused. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. You gotta keep up morale. Well, can't they just give them a fake Jinx? Like, does anybody really know what Jinx looks like? Can't they just impersonate her? What? Is he talking to Vander? That's crazy! Like, you killed him and now you're at his grave or whatever. Echo's name was scrawled on there. I feel like... Oh. But I feel like that he's saying that in terms of like, oh, what do I lose but problems, but I love the problems. Like, you know what I mean? Like, technically this should be a no-brainer, but there's a reason why it's not so obvious, right? But like, was Jinx actually there? I'm so, what? You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know anything anymore. What the fuck? Oh, it's Vi. Oh, no! I like that. I like how we have the record player and then it's a full circle thing, right? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What the fuck, man? Oh my god. Yeah, so I guess they're gonna have a cunty little rematch. But yeah, I do, as fun as this fight scene probably is going to be, I do feel like that's what Silco meant. He loves Jinx. It should be a no-brainer, but he does love her. That's why it's not easy. Anyway, I guess, oh dear. Oh yeah, she beat up everybody else to get in here in the first place. What are these shots? Oh my god! I hope Savika doesn't die. I've been, like, so back and forth on her character. I hope Vi doesn't kill her. But she might have to. Like, her blade is fucking crazy. Oh, dear. Damn! Toasted again? Yeah, like, I think this is interesting because, you know, I guess I just thought Vi was better than this, but she's not. Like, she got out of prison, she could scrap on the street, but she's not really a trained fighter still, so it makes sense why she's not whooping ass right away, you know what I mean? She's just a little girl with a weapon that she can barely use. Oh my god. This is crazy, though, the composition of this. My hands are like, if you guys are wondering, I'm literally like this right now. Maybe Jinx will get her. I feel like Jinx is better at fighting. But with her arm gone, maybe? I don't think she's dead, though. I don't think Savika's dead. I think, like, her arm is just gone. Oh my god! Oh, that was clean! In the darkness, I saw her! Oh my god! Okay, I kinda like this, though. Like, I thought that Jace was gonna go full descent into madness or something, but if he successfully does this, like, annex thing, I think that would be good. Oh. I like that. He's returning more to the person that he was. Oh. I like how he's actually, like Victor's actually speaking at this meeting. It's not just Jace talking over it. I like how Jace is now, you know, back. Oh, dear. This is crazy. I love this, though, because, like, the peace was there. If you want to take it or not, that's on you, but I'm not helping you fight the war, right? Like, I feel like that's gonna be the idea. Like, Jace is just, okay, well, if you want to fight, I brokered peace. If you don't want peace, that's your business, but I'm not gonna be involved in war and crimes and all of those other things, like, war crimes, you could say. Oh, dear. Okay. Oh, dear. Oh, wait, are they gonna be in the place where Vander died? Yeah, what happened to Caitlyn? Oh my god. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good, guys. Oh, I'm getting chills again. Oh. Oh. What? Oh, but of course there's still... Oh? Oh, no! Well, at least Silco's here, too! Oh, dear! Ugh. Uh-oh! Yeah, see, that's fucked up. I think I did have a theory, though, that Jinx would kill Silco at some point. I think I said that last week. Or last episode, so... No! They did not kill Caitlyn! No, it's just to see how much she cares. Yeah. But yeah, like, the idea that Jinx would want Silco dead is still, like... Oh, dear. And Silco wasn't even gonna trade Jinx for the deal! That doesn't make him a good person, but, like, I'm just... Oh... What the fuck? Oh my god! I love how Silco's agreeing! This is crazy! That Silco, at this late date, Silco is trying to still... Oh, that cup. She's gonna break out. He's not lying. Am I just susceptible to being gaslit? Because he's not wrong. He wasn't going to trade her away. Bro, she got out in like a matter of seconds. Holy shit. That's not good. Okay, yeah. My camera froze for a second, but this is as far as we got. I was just saying that I don't buy, like, this scared little girl look that Jinx has on her face. I think that she's gonna have something else, you know? Okay. Oh my god, my heart's actually racing. Between this and the fact that we almost lost the reaction, oh my god. But yeah, this is what I meant. Like, I'm sure that Jinx has another weapon. I'm just on Team Caitlyn, you know what I mean? At the end of the day. Like, I love Jinx, though. As a villain, but like... Okay, I think that she has some of the shimmer? Shit. Yeah, I think she killed Silco because Silco was trying to shoot Vi. Yeah, I can't say I'm completely surprised. But I guess she made her choice. Oh! This is fucked up, man. Like, why do I feel bad for him after everything he did? Why do I feel bad? Well, it's because he wouldn't have traded her away. Like, despite how horrible he was, I was right. I think he did still genuinely love her, you know? Yeah, I'm not surprised that he died, though. I think that we had the theory that Jinx would kill him at some point. But I'm just surprised that she killed him by accident. I think before I was thinking that she would have killed him out of anger for him deceiving her, but... Oh, I don't think it is! Because you kind of forced her to do it, which I don't think is... Like, she's still Jinx. Oh, boy. Oh. Yeah, but she can't... yeah. But now she's all alone! So she's just leaving? Oh my god. I just don't know what to think about this now! Oh. See, she's breaking... I think she's also breaking the stone. Oh, unless she's aiming for the city. But I don't know if the blast could reach that far. Oh, see, she's gonna resign too. Oh! Oh my god. Not good, bestie. So I guess next season is gonna be the war. The problem is I can't tell whether or not they would have been in favor, like if everyone was in favor or not. Oh, shit. She destroyed the painting of her home, too. Oh, my God. That's a fucked up shot, though. Like, what the fuck? See, and he's smiling, so... Oh, my God. Ah! Fuck! What the fuck? No! Oh, no. If they kill Mel, I'm gonna be so angry. I'll be so upset. And then Jace is gonna have some sort of villain arc because they killed her. No! Are you fucking joking? That's just how it's gonna end? Oh, my God. Do we even know what the next season is about? What the fuck? Oh, my God. See, I couldn't have predicted that, like, in a million years. I couldn't have done. I could not have done that. I can't believe this. I mean, I did think that, like, that they were going to do the war, but, like, I guess kind of naively, I thought that the war was going to be somehow contained in this episode, you know what I mean? Like, I guess what I thought was going to happen is that Jace and Vi were going to go after Silco with their, you know, retribution, and that Caitlyn was going to stop them. Like, that's what I had thought a long time ago, I guess, before, like, somewhere in between Caitlyn getting kidnapped, but then I guess with Jace and Vi working together, like, I thought it was gonna be something like that. Like, that Jace and Vi were gonna go down there, and, like, it wasn't gonna be an official war, it was, like, an unofficial war, but then they'd get to Silco, and somehow Caitlyn would convince them not to do a murder, is I guess what I thought originally. I could not have predicted that in a million fucking years! Wow, like, I feel like that this is, again, one of those episodes that make you go rewatch everything else. Because this show doesn't have an internal monologue, and we've talked about that before. And so you don't really know if people are lying or not until they get exposed for the lies, right? But with Silco, I've always sort of been like, on whether or not, like, did he actually love Jinx, or was it just, right? But I do believe that he actually loved her in his own fucked up way. Like, he did just die for her, basically, right? What I didn't expect, I mean, I guess that, like, because that's the rub, isn't it? Like, that was a very British thing to say for some reason, but, like, that's the fucked up part, is that Silco accepted her for who she is, but I guess she knew, though, that Silco would also stop at nothing to kill Vi, and so he was a necessary casualty, even if he's the one that accepted her for who she really was. Whereas then Jinx knows that Vi will never accept her for who she is, and so it was almost like she compromised. You know what I mean? It's not like Jinx killed Silco so she could be with Vi. It's like she killed Silco just so Vi could be safe living her life, their lives apart from each other, which I think is really fucked up, and I wasn't really expecting that. Not that I expected, and we kill Silco and live happily ever after, but I thought that, I didn't think that that would be the outcome, but I did think that that would have been Jinx's mindset. Almost. Like, I thought that that would be their mindset, but that wasn't even Jinx's mindset. It was, I think, Silco has to die because he'll stop at nothing to kill my sister, and I still love my sister. But I also acknowledge that my sister does not love me for who I am, and so we have to go our separate ways. And so it's almost like, listen, Silco's gone, we got what we wanted, so let's just split off from each other. But yeah, like, I feel like that we're in a very complicated situation now, because it seemed like everyone was voting for peace. But even if they had, here's the thing, even if they had voted for peace, or whatever. But how is Jace doing? Well, wait a minute. Well, that's the question. How is Jace convincing them of peace if Silco didn't agree to the deal? Because that would imply that Silco did agree. But did Silco just agree with Jace and was planning on bullshitting his way out of it later? Because that may be a piece of evidence to suggest that Silco did lie. Because why would Jace be going through with the motion, the underground annex itself? Why would Jace be even putting this motion to the council if Silco didn't agree with it, right? Unless Silco convinced him everything, like, I'll agree to whatever you want, just not giving up Jinx. I don't know. That's a weird thing, right? And so it may, like, maybe that's gonna be the discrepancy as we go into the next season, is that we're going to find out that Silco was going to give Jinx up. I don't know, it's just a very complicated situation. Clearly, it's a very complicated situation because I'm inclined to believe Silco, though, but the idea that Jace's motion went in front of the council would imply to me that they either negotiated, I'll do, like, everything else except for Jinx, or that Silco did agree, but Silco could have agreed and then had a plan to get out of it later, like give somebody else up instead of Jinx, right? So I don't know. Maybe he was willing, and that's gonna be the thing, is that Silco, I don't know. Again, maybe, I said this before, maybe I just easily gaslit or whatever, because obviously I don't want people to think, I don't know, that I saw Silco as a redeemable father figure. Like, obviously he's the bad guy of the show, but I think that the scene between them was at least emotionally compelling. I did believe him. I don't know if I should have, but I believed him, at least, when he said that he would have never given her up. But I also feel like he understands why she did it, even in the end. You know, I feel like that even at the end, he understands that the reason why she did it is because he couldn't give up this thing with Vi. If he had just given up trying to go after Vi. But I guess, and then on the flip side, I guess Vi wouldn't have stopped trying, Vi would not have stopped trying to go after Silco, though. So it was a necessary, like, any way you look at it, it doesn't really matter who it was for, because that was the only way that things would have ended. Like, Vi would have still chased after Silco anyway. So it was almost a mercy that Jinx was the one that did it instead of Vi, because it would have either ended up with Vi dead or Silco dead anyway. So instead of it ending up with both dead, like, it's just pragmatic, like, at the end of the day. It's just practical, right? That this conflict was going to end up this way one way or another, so you may as well get rid of Silco and keep your sister alive, rather than both of them ending up dead, because that's probably how it was going to end up if Vi got her way. Vi probably would have ended up dead, and then Silco would have ended up dead. Like, everybody just would have been dead. So maybe this is better. I guess we're going to war is what's happening. I'm assuming that Mel is gonna die. I don't like that. I don't like that idea. It would be much more interesting if Jace died for Mel's development instead of the other way around. But I'm assuming they are going to kill her for the sake of Jace's character development. I don't know. It's just odd because obviously Mel is not in the game, and even though this universe was at one time apparently separate from the game, I think that League of Legends, like Riot, has now retracted that and they're trying to make it actually canon. So they can't actually kill Jace, right? Like, unless Jace, his existence, I guess, is taking place, I don't know, right? Like, unless they do something where Jace is technically seen in League of Legends, like, in a midpoint somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, you guys understand what I'm saying? I don't know, though, because the show has been so good at trying to stay away from stuff like that. Like, I don't want to call it problematic, but I guess the show has done a good job at staying away from tropes that people consider outdated or at least a little misogynistic, right? Like having, oh, the female character dies to further the man's character arc. Like, that's a very common trope that happens, and the show hasn't really given me any reason to believe that it would do that it would go out of their way. But at the same time, like, the show writes other female characters so well that I don't think that you could say, like, it's not some sort of sausage party, right, where all the girls are just, like, dying for the sake of the male characters. If Mel dies, it would only be concerning to me if it happened multiple times, but it would kind of make sense in terms of their relationship and the fact that she was almost too, not naive, but she was a bit too naive for the world, and it would make sense, too, with the mother conflict that's going on. I guess she could just be severely injured. They don't need to kill her, right? But I'm assuming some people are gonna die, because that explosion went right through the window. I can't see too many people actually surviving something like that happening. Right? And so I'm assuming next season we're going to war. It's interesting, though, because I thought that some things were going to be more wrapped up than they were, I suppose. Like, I guess I thought that Caitlyn and Vi, I thought that, not that they were going to be wrapped up per se, but I thought that Caitlyn was going to go back home and that Vi was going to be helpful with something. Like, I had this idea, I guess, earlier that Vi would start helping the city in official capacity, like, or something like that. But I don't think that that's gonna happen either. The weird thing is, though, is that Vi got what she wanted, and so now, what's it going to be? Because if Vi doesn't want Jinx to get arrested in this war situation, if Vi doesn't want Jinx to get arrested, then Vi is still opposed to Caitlyn. At the same time, Jinx just did a war crime, so I don't know how we're getting around that, unless Vi agrees with Caitlyn that Jinx is too far gone, and so wants to, like, I don't know, somehow convince them, like, yes, she did crimes, but she's not in her right mind, so, like, asylum, I guess? I don't know, like, some sort of asylum, or just banishment? I don't know. It's gonna be interesting, especially because I haven't actually seen a plot for Season 2 circulating, like, anyone talking about it, and clearly I've been trying to avoid spoilers because I'm not caught up. But this is not exactly what I thought was going to happen. So, I don't know. I guess what I thought, if I think all the way back to the very beginning, is I thought that it was going to be that Jinx became the mob boss, and then Vi and Caitlyn, like, kind of became the police, basically, and then Vi also became the police, which does not make any sense anymore with Vi's, like, you know, all cops are bastards thing that she has going on, right? So now it's like, well, how do you stop the war if not bring Jinx in? But I'm assuming there'll be new players, new characters, right? We still have Echo and Heimerdinger doing their thing. We still have, I feel like that with Victor, he's not entirely dead yet, and so they could find out that the Hextech creature. I feel like, though, where I'm kind of confident in where this is going, maybe, is that war, but then the rug pulls from under us and we find out that alien thing is actually the bad guy. Like, whatever the fuck they made with the Hextech that seems to have a life of its own and currently has sentience is a bigger threat to the world. So I think that next season it's gonna be mostly war, but I feel like that the rug has to be pulled out eventually, because that's what Season 1 did, right? Like, Season 1 set up this buddy cop thing, definitely did not buddy cop, right? And, like, I guess earlier in Season 1, we set up this, like, ragtag group of kids does thievery, right? Like, kind of like an Aladdin, you know, or Lies of Loch Lamora kind of gang thing, and that got pulled out from under us, too. So, I feel like it's going to be interesting, but could I tell you? No. I suppose, though, I feel like that Caitlyn's probably gonna go up there and be like, okay, listen, it's not the people of the Undercity, it was just one girl. You can't doom all of these people for the actions of one girl, like, launching a missile. But, I don't know, even the opposite could be true, where Caitlyn resents Vi, and then they have a breakup, I guess, because so far, Caitlyn has always seen, I think, the good in people, right? But they could very easily have her be like, nope, we've gone too far this time, or whatever. And so I feel like that maybe before Season 2 comes out, it'd be nice to do some sort of podcast situation with Hunter, where we go through the episodes and make our predictions and things like that. That finale felt like, oh, I need to rewatch the entire show again, because there was stuff in that finale that clarified things about characters even all the way at this late date. But yeah, I guess for what I'll say about the show, maybe it's just because I was, like, late into it, but, like, it's a good show. It's very well written, but it hasn't necessarily gripped me and given me brain worms in the same way that other shows have. And so I know that that's probably gonna be, I don't know, controversial, but it's not, like, it can't be controversial if it's how I feel. You know what I mean? Like, it would be one thing if I was like, nah, the show wasn't that good, like, what people were saying, like, it was overhyped or something. It'd be different if I was saying that. But you can't argue it like Cal just sort of thought that it was good, but that was it. It didn't, like, infect her mind or anything like that, right? Like, that's just a fact. That's just me being honest about it. I think that it's a really good show, a really well-written show, but I don't know, like, it's just missing something. Do you ever get those things sometimes where you feel like, wow, like, this is technically perfect. Like, this is a technical masterpiece. Like, in terms of writing and art style and animation, you can't really say that there's anything particularly wrong with it, but you just feel like it's kind of just, I don't know, it's just kind of missing something for me. And I don't know why. I don't know if it's because, like, I don't know, like, do you have to have, like, more of a sisterly relationship with your own family to sort of, for some of this to resonate, or something like that? You know what I mean? Like, there's not, I guess, maybe that this is why. I don't think that all characters need to be written to be relatable, but I do think that the characters that are most successful are the ones that most people will be able to see at least part of themselves in. This is going to be a bit of a tangent, by the way, if you can tell. I'm not editing this. This is just going up as it is. But for example, right, Hunchback of Notre Dame, with Quasimodo, we, like most of us, do not look like or suffer from the same things that Quasimodo does. But we've all felt like an outcast at one point. Same with Little Mermaid, Ariel, all of that sort of thing, right? Like, you have these protagonists that have very specific problems, but what resonates isn't necessarily their problems, it's the feeling of being different, right? And so I think that that's, if I had to pinpoint something, that there's a reason why this show didn't exactly grip me in terms of, like, in my brain, like, latching onto my brain, even though it's gripping in terms of the suspense and the other stuff, I would say that it's missing that sort of resonance, at least with me. Maybe other people that have siblings or whatever will feel differently, but there was not really a character where I was like, wow, I relate to this feeling so much. It doesn't even need to be the circumstances, but just the feeling, right? I don't know. And, like, I guess you could argue that with most stories of revenge, it's gonna be that way, right? Like, we're not all Hamlet out here, right? But I don't know. I guess I would have to think about it more and really, like, get out my thoughts in something that's not an ending to this video where I'm talking and trying to think as I talk, right? I would have to meditate on it, or at least I would have to think about it a little bit more than this. But I guess that's just, like, my instinct in terms of the show. It's not even a matter of likability. It's not that the characters aren't likable or that their dialogue isn't good or it isn't fun or anything, but I think that there's something interesting, and not all characters have to be relatable, but to some extent, all characters need to be resonant, and there are just some things that I couldn't necessarily be like, oh, that's so me, or whatever, right? Like, that's, I totally feel that. I understand completely how she's feeling, or he's feeling, or whatever. Like, there's kind of a barrier. I don't know, there's sort of a barrier in that way between me and some of the characters. And with Jinx, I feel like that it's obvious because Jinx is so, like, mentally unlike any, like, most of us probably, right, because of what she's gone through. So, like, Jinx is out of the running. I feel like I already explained why a little bit. Like, Vi is not necessarily, like, in the running for me, you know, Silco or Jace or whatever. I feel like people that are probably have been in Jace's situation, where they have an idea and they really want to change things, like, whether it's in STEM or in something else, like, they'll probably relate to Jace and all, like, the bureaucracy and stuff, right? Like, I guess someone a little bit older than me, maybe in a workplace type setting, they'll be like, yeah, I totally feel that. Like, we want to do things that help people, but there's all this red tape. Like, I'm sure that Jace is probably relatable for that reason for some people, especially because he has humble origins and he sort of tried to climb to the top to try to help people and all of that stuff. But yeah, I guess that's why the show didn't really give me the brain worms, you know what I mean? Because there's not a particular character where I'm like, oh yeah, like that invokes something in me. Like, it did pull emotions out of me, but the emotions weren't necessarily because I connected with what was on screen. The emotions were more pulled out of me in the sense of, like, the drama, like the suspense and the drama, I suppose you could say. But yeah, sorry for the little ramble at the end there, but I'm just trying to, again, articulate my thoughts very quickly so I don't have to do much editing, and I can also sort of just leave this alone for now. I think it would be good to talk to Hunter about it, just because because I mentioned this during the reaction, but the way that Arcane fans talk about Arcane online is very now that I'm thinking on it, is very jarring compared to me watching it in a vacuum, because I watch it in a vacuum and I don't necessarily, like, some of the things that I've seen about some of the characters and stuff, I don't know, but I guess that happens with every fandom, right? Like, you kind of get, like, ooh-woo-ified characters or whatever, but it'd be interesting to kind of sit down and talk to Hunter about the season, just like how we did it for Avatar and Full Metal Alchemist, and there was one more thing that we did like that in a sort of podcast-style format. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my reaction, though, and I'll see you next time. I guess I was gonna say something Patreon, but it doesn't matter anymore, so anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!